The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin.
And I got Lou from Fairfield, Connecticut, man. How you doing, Lou?
I'm doing good, Darrell. And I got to tell you, you're not just blowing hot air out there. I think the way you look at the market is terrific. You're a nice guy as far as over the TV. All the research you do, all the homework you do, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your view of the market. It's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, come on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Markets are flying, and it's all due to Japan. That little country is moving the world. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Right now, we got the S&P's up 20 points. We got the Russell up 15.5. NASDAQ is up 57, and the Dow is up nearly 200 points on the day. We got copper. Pardon me. Copper right now is down about 0.5%. Gold moving down strong, down over 2% on the day, 26 points. We got silver is currently down 2% on the day. Oil is up about 44 cents right now. Been moving all around. We got natural gas is up over 1.5%. Ag markets, we got corn down about 0.5%, and we got soybeans up over 1%, 12 points on the day. Pound dollar currently is looks like pretty flat on the day at the moment, but it's been moving around a lot, down 5 pips. We got the euro pound down 42. Dollar franc is up 57. Dollar yen is up 2.5%. $2.76, 276 pips. So moving quite a bit there. Euro yen up 271 pips. Aussie yen up 205. We'll get on over to the Aussie dollar. Currently down 31 pips. We got the euro dollar is euro pound. What was that earlier? Pound dollar. Yeah, okay, yeah. Euro dollar down 78 pips. Dollar index is flying on up. Dollar's getting stronger because the yen's getting weaker because they're printing the money. We got the dollar index up about 1% right now. Bonds are down a little. So what happened? Okay, well, basically what happened was the Governor Kurata over the Bank of Japan came out and said, U.S. may be winding down. I don't quite think he said that part, but we're just getting started on QE. And he went ahead and released another 80 trillion in won for not raising it to, but an additional amount. And basically said, we're all in, we're going to make this happen, and they're going for it. And so that obviously highly lowered, the value of the won in that case, and made it fly up. Let's take a look at that chart. You got the yen over here last night, and let me get rid of this. I was going over something with somebody earlier. Let me get it off my chart here. There we go. And it was as we were going into this, and it's talking about this long trade. The market started moving up. I was watching this last night as the whole thing started going, and it was just massive. So I'm over here looking at this, and I'm like, where are we going on these markets? And I had a long at 109. So we go in there, hop in. In the afternoon, it's still going. Flies up and hits the first target, hits the second target, hits the third target, hits the fourth target. I got another long right here to go long at 110, basically carrying over. And as I'm looking forward to the next day there, keeps going target 1, target 2, target 3, and just keeps going. It seems to have to keep trailing. Finally topped out of the trade, but that thing just amazingly flew up. And again, that's 80 trillion in won going on. And that basically, like I said, it impacted everything. So basically Bank of Japan causing a whole global bubble with their activity. And we'll see how it keeps going. But my goodness, there's been some great movement today. I hope you were able to take advantage of some of that along the way. Looking at a couple, just doing our normal chart review thing. We'll fly through that. Then we'll go through and look at the news, and we'll talk about the day trade plans and see what's left on the docket. Friday afternoon, things are usually going to start slowing down, especially after a move like this. But we already talked about the yen. We got that one flying on up there. MVP just long. And like I said, just now getting stopped out up there at 112.10. So just taking us up all night, all night, all morning, and just going. Looking at the Aussie dollar, had a little bit of chop right there. Took us long to begin with, and then reversed on back down both sides. Working out, we got the euro dollar there on the 10-minute MVP, and started going short last night off the news. Had a little pop up for a little while, and closed out there in the money there, but then turned on back around and just kept resuming on down, hitting that 2 deviation down move. Looking over at the oil charts here, got a 1 deviation move on down. We got shorts, just some great short trades, MVPs, day trading plans, etc., going all the way down. Great down to a 1 deviation move. We got oil moving on down 2 deviation moves, and just MVP 10 minutes just taking it all the way. And right on down to the 2 deviation, just now getting on out of that trade. Looking over at the Dow, making a massive 1 deviation move in the overnight market. Flying on up there. This is a 1 deviation marker right there. And MVP gave us that long right there along with it. 1 a.m. just took off. And great nighttime trade. Morning trades and nighttime trades. Let's see here. Okay, so there's a issue on its sharing. Let me double check here. Just got a note from the radio operator. Sorry about that. So nobody told me. Okay, hold on 1 second here. I'm going to have to back up, and I'll show them to you again. Let's see. I don't know what is going on. Oh, it looks like the Hotcom issue turned off in the middle while I was trying to talk there. Let's do it again. All right, is that coming on through for you? Can you see that clear? If I can get the chart to resize. There we go. Sorry, 1 second. We had a little tech issue going on, and we just want to make sure that's wrapped up before I proceed. Okay, we're good. All right, if we're good, I'll keep on going. Okay, let me do a little wrap again for you. Sorry about that. So like I said, deviation blowing it through MVP up on the U.S. yen. And I'll have to go ahead and I'll have to fix that later, man. I can't do 25 tech issues on a radio show live. I'm sorry. All right, we're up U.S. yen right now, 10 minutes. Looking on over at the Aussie dollar, and it's moving on down, and then comes on down again this morning. And going through and re-wrapping, checking right here at the euro dollar, and so on the euro dollar, it's moving on down. All right, so coming on down right here, 8:30, moving on down, and we catch that trade. Looking on over. We're looking at oil. Oil's moving on down here at 4 a.m., and we take that down, like I said, to a 1 deviation move. Sorry to repeat myself, but just want to make sure you can see the charts while we're going. Down we got gold moving on down 2 deviations. And then the Dow moving on up 1 a.m., up. And like I said, we hit that 1 deviation overnight. And then we're into the dollar index. Dollar index giving us a nice strong pop. First thing in the morning right here at 9 a.m. on the MVP 10-minute chart there. We got the DAX also holding steady this morning. And after that big move, but it's holding steady right there up at the +2 deviation level. Sort of choppy, but still, give one more little long and then pop on back up and, holding on up there. Russell gained some ground, but it's actually been starting to give it back down, backing off. And looking on over at general news, we got the big Wall Street rally that went on with the Bank of Japan bumping up its stimulus and a high gear. And we got the small caps surging on up. And let's see here, we got that year-to-date. VIX is really crumbling on down. And looking on over at the Dow, like I said, we got that triple-digit second 2 days in a row now. And let's see here, going on into what else we got? We got the CBOE, make up the VIX Futures trading hours right there. So make up VIX Futures trading hours after the glitches. Let's check that out. So right here we got an update with delay to extend the trading hours for the VIX options. CBOE Holding may be trimming back its trading hours at the futures exchange after suffering glitches that disrupted activity this month, the company said on Friday. So that's pretty massive. They experienced a problem related to extended market hours for futures on a CBOE volatility indice on the VIX. Its trading volume spiked. And the increase in volume made it very difficult for the exchange to complete end-of-day processing for VIX futures during the 15-minute window in which the market is closed. The problem that delayed the start of the trading emerged as widening concerns about the global economy pressured stocks and propelled futures volume. Trading the VIX futures set consecutive single-day volume records. So basically, they didn't have the technology in place to handle the volume. So this summer, they extended the cycle for the VIX futures to nearly a 24-hour day to attract more Asian business. The market closed at 3:15 Central Time, 4:15 Eastern, like the regular markets. Monday through Thursday, and the next trading day begins at 3:30, so 30 minutes later, they reopen. That 15-minute break is short compared to the 45-minute pause between the end of one trading session and the start of another for other futures contracts. So basically allowing you to hop back in before the futures even open. They've made a bunch of changes that should prevent glitches during busy trading hours, meaning they added more hardware to make things more stable. They added in probably redundancy, etc. 9% of future trading volume takes place during the non-U.S. trading hours following the implementation of nearly around-the-clock trading, so it hasn't been a massive success, but that still is a 10% increase in this current year, so that's good. Companies mulling on reducing its hours is delayed to start the extending trading for options on the VIX and the S&P 500 Index, or SPX. My guess is they'd probably just delay it to where it would match up with the other markets. But trading the VIX and SPX options will increase to 13 hours a day from 6 hours and 45 minutes in the first quarter of 2015, rather than by the end of this year as wow, that's pretty actually interesting. So VIX and SPX actually going to 13 hours a day. So instead of so they're going to expand that out. That's actually, that's pretty cool. Because those are very, at least the SPX options are extremely liquid. So to extend those hours on out will be a big benefit, but they were going to do it at the end of the year, it looks like, but they're going to extend that out to the first quarter. And I guess it's working because CBOE on Friday reported stronger than expected third quarter earnings due to increase in trading volume. So they're doing some of the right things. But that's just some interesting news I thought I might share with you. Let's go through to check some of the top headlines out. Let's see. Looking on over. We'll catch up when we get back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Darrell takes your phone calls now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And so we're checking up on stuff, checking it out. CBOE extending those, or changing their trading hours in the VIX futures there, VIX options. We got a lot of Canada stocks jumping on up, of course, on the Bank of Japan stimulus. I think most equity markets are flying on up. Gold and silver tumbling on down. Basically, yen getting weaker, dollar getting stronger, dollar worth more money. Therefore, it takes less dollars to buy gold and silver and oil. So that's pretty much the formula for that one. Makes sense when you think about it for a little bit. But yeah, moving on down to a 4-year low. We were talking this morning on the bull-bear binary hour, talking about gold and just its continued massive move down. I'll pull the chart up for you. Let me see if I can get this going here. We'll back on out. And let me pull up gold. And was pretty much going short on it. And then yesterday, I hadn't even hit a stop yet. And it just kept moving down. Hit my final target there. And MVP trail still kept going. Didn't even get up to get me an additional entry for the day. Was just going still from yesterday's trade. Last night there, got an entry at 11.93 to go short. And was looking for, hey, just a little bit above a deviation or so. But it just flew on down on the news. And, of course, you should have tightened stops anyway. But anyways, flew on down, came on down, boom, 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 hit 2 deviations. At a certain point, it'll actually become unprofitable for gold miners to be able to run it if gold doesn't bounce back up. Doesn't mean it has to bounce back up at all. All that means is that it, and Tommy was talking about this on his gold report, where he goes into different gold mining stocks, and they're talking about, hey, they have to, if oil gets too cheap, they shut down oil wells, right? Well, if gold gets too cheap, then it doesn't make it worth it to pay all the money it takes to pull the stuff out of the ground. So, anyway, just some interesting, correlation tie into that. But, yeah, we were making a massive 4-year lows right there going on down. Going into the Aussie, and I want to say 4 years is accurate. Every time I read those headlines, I just want to double-check them. So I know I analyzed it all last night, but now I want to go back and look. And let me see. I'm going to pull up a TOS chart. It'll be fast and easy. Let's see here. Let's maximize the sell. We'll go in. And can't get the sell to... Oh, there it goes. There we go. Okay. And let's see. Let's pull that off of always on top. There we go. Let's open up gold. And let's see if they give me enough history going back. I don't want seasonality here. I just want... Yeah, looks like going on back. We are definitely hitting the lows there, going back a little bit further. And, does that say 20 years, 10 minutes? That didn't make sense. Okay, let's go back over here. We'll go to 3 years weekly. Go here to this, and we can get a cycle. There we go. So 5-year weekly. Just want to double check accuracy. Yeah, look at that. It's been since 2009 since gold has been this low. So, anyways, that wraps up gold. But we had a short 1193, 95, 90. Also, a couple important things just to sort of pay attention to if you're looking at your charts here. And I got volume right there. See that big volume bar? And then there's another one right here. So this becomes a magnet price level right here at the bottom. Bounces on back up. It's going to pull the price right back to it. And it does. Hits that magnet price again. Breaks through it. About the same volume. Not really breaking through it with more volume. Just sort of adding an additional, magnet layer down there. But comes on down to that magnet layer. Pulls up. Comes back down to that magnet layer. Goes back up. Just starts playing the bounces. And then moves on back up. But, so, yeah, gold's pretty much done for the day. All right, well, that wraps up gold piece right there. We got the Aussie dollar. Let's check out the Aussie. Go on over here. And on the Aussie, we got a nice short that went on here earlier in the evening. So going in, we had a short. This was like at 4 a.m. Got a short right there. Plus, of course, we had the shorts in the evening hours. So right there, 2A went on down and hit target 1. Few ticks within target 2 there, but at least target 1 at a minimum on the trade. And then it came back up. We didn't get a reset till we got that above marker. So then we move on back down, and we hit... target 1 right there, and then target 2 down at 87.82. And with that hit, we also got a long. And shooting on up towards 88.10 right now. We'll be back after this break.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. So to check out the Aussie dollar, like I said, we had that short and it popped on up. We got a reset a little bit later. It went on, went south down to 87.82. That was a take profit to go ahead and buy back and go long at 87.82. We're targeting on up towards the 88.20 range. We also moved our stop on up to break even, because when I get within 50% of my target, I want to go ahead and tighten that stop on up to break even, so now there's no risk in the Aussie trade. So if it doesn't continue on up, be okay. Or, I mean, we are getting close. We're about an hour and a half away. I mean, if you just want to take some profit call today, you had a couple of nice big trades right there. Also, could be a good move right there. Let's see. Checking the Aussie dollar going on over. And I think we got that one wrapped up. The only other thing we had last night was a potential iron condor in the evening. Just the danger with all the huge monetary policy moves that were going on. And let me pull up something on my other screen over here real quick for you. We'll go into it. See what we got coming up for Monday's news. And wrap that up for you as well. Looks like Monday's going to be pretty light for us. And give me one moment here. Okay, so yeah, we had the Aussie dollar PPI late in the evening. That was a 7 to 9 trade, so it really wasn't that big of a trade. Going on in over here at the 1900 hour, and then for 7 o'clock, taking on that to 2100, and net move a tick. So if you're able to get in that trade, we were looking for a profit on that trade that we called out last night was for $25. You basically would have made right there full profit on the trade. So that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. This morning we had the CAD. So let me pull up the dollar CAD for you. We'll check that one out. And over here on the dollar CAD, right here, moved massive move up 3 deviations. Usually GDP on that, not a big move. Obviously today, a big move. So didn't work out quite as well. Would have been taken out of that iron condor. But as far as the directional MVP moves, they were fantastic. What earnings releases do we have that we want to be looking on at? Over here, we got Chevron right here. Came on out this morning. We also had Exxon come on out. And let's see, we talked about all the U.S. reports coming out at 8:30. We already covered all those yesterday. China manufactured PMI coming out tonight at 9 o'clock could impact some yen and Aussie pairs even more over the weekend. Now, going into the upcoming weekend, what are some things that you need to be aware of? So let's pull those up and look at them, just what's coming up next week, what's coming up Sunday. And just pull up our news calendar for you real quick. Going on into, Saturday, nothing on the docket. We got, let's see here. Got Sunday. We have a couple things. Okay, one thing I think I need to, oh, there we go. Okay. Japan, after all this lovely news, is going to go on holiday. Okay, so just be aware of that. They're going to be on bank holiday on November 2nd there. And so that will make it a really interesting trade after today's move. And then you'll see it kick in about 7, 8 p.m. It'll sort of go nuts on Monday. So anyways, but Monday night there. All right, so that puts everything on bank holiday there. Then going on into daylight savings time, we got the dollar CAD kicking in. So CAD daylight savings time kicking into place. We got U.S. daylight savings time coming up this weekend. So be aware, daylight savings time shift happening. Okay? Of course, that just varies across the board there. 3 a.m. is the general number, but don't forget. And to update your clocks, we got, of course, now most of them update on their own anyway. The Aussie dollar building approvals will be coming out at 8:30. Okay, coming out at 8:30, and for the Aussies, just be aware of that on your news list, not necessarily a trade event. China non-manufacturing coming out at 9 p.m. on Sunday night. China HSBC coming out at 9:45 on Sunday. We do have a iron condor for Sunday evening. We got the pound dollar manufacturing PMI coming on out. We're looking for an 11 p.m. entry with a 7 a.m. expiration. Doing an iron condor, it's going to be buying the lower spread, selling the upper spread, to collect the premium, and the minimum premium you want, which is the max profits combined, should be no less than $30 on the trade. Getting in at 11 o'clock, and then again with a 7 a.m. expiration. Rolling on into the morning on Monday, we're looking at Euro's going to have Spanish manufacturing PMI. We'll have a couple other things coming out there. Spanish and Italian manufacturing PMI coming out at 4:45. Then rolling into Monday morning, what do we got coming out? What are we going to open our week up with? We're going to have the ISM manufacturing PMI, construction spending, ISM manufacturing prices, and total vehicle sales. And usually pretty neutral. I'm going for a 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. with an 11 a.m. releases here. And looking to bring in a $25 profit on the trade. Be aware, at 150, the Canadian governor, their head Fed, is going to be talking on Monday at 1:50 p.m. That can move around the dollar CAD. Also can just move around the dollar in general and everything else. So just be aware that speech is coming out. We can check and see specifically what is his speech over here on Monday. What is he scheduled to talk about or at or where? Speaking about the legacy of the financial crisis at the Canadian Council for Public-Private Partnerships in Toronto. The speech will be released 15 minutes earlier than the time listed. That is very important. Yeah, I need to make sure a note on that one. So even though the speech is at 150, okay, they're actually going to put the notes out. So if there's anything in there that could shock anything, then it will probably have its impact right away. Let's see. So speech is at 150, but the notes are released at 135. Okay. All right. So, anyways, but just a good important one to be aware of and how that works. So I checked the details. I was like, well, what is he speaking out? And are they releasing notes? A lot of times on speeches, they release notes. Sometimes they don't. And sometimes they come in stages. So it's good to look into the details on them. And then we're going to have Aussie retail sales tomorrow night. We're going to have another pound trade with the consecutive PMI. I'm not going to go through all these in massive detail, but just to catch you up. We got CAD trade balance coming out, Frank PPI, pound services PMI. This is for the news from next week. We're going to have our NFP, so ADP NFP coming out on Wednesday. We'll have ISM on Wednesday. We'll have Aussie employment, the Euro retail sales, and pound manufacturing. We're going to have the Euro is going to be releasing their interest rate on Thursday, along with Canadian building permits, Frank retail sales, and pound trade balance. We'll also have Canadian employment change and, of course, the U.S. NFP, so both employment numbers coming out next Friday. So next week is going to be a big, big news week, and the Yen decided to kick it off early last night. But looking forward to a lot of news trades coming up in the next week here. Again, don't forget about the daylight savings time change. All right, let's see where we're at right now. Let me pull everything up and get caught back up. So just sort of went on the news tangent there. But we got news trades caught up. We talked about the yen policy move. Talked about the CAD trade. Talked about earnings. Went through the news calendar. Got you caught up for Sunday. Got you caught up for Monday. Not saving any more daylight. Going to be wasting it, I guess, come Sunday. And we got the bank holiday. So pretty much that wraps everything up right there. Let's go ahead and roll into our markets and see where we are at. And I'll just go down one each at a time. We got the Aussie dollar. We already talked about that when we walked through that step by step for the trades on you. And we'll go through each one of them. Let me get each chart going. Okay. Over here, let's check out, next trade to check out here is the pound. And we'll go into that one. So let me pull that on up. And, all right. So on the pound dollar, looking at the trades over here, got a entry for the 3 a.m. market. We went down. We actually hit our we got within 3 ticks. When it's rising, I get within actually 5 ticks of the trade. High 59.79, 59.80. So short on the trade, comes back down, does hit the take profit. Waiting on a reset now. Does reset because we get a low at the bar that closes above the entry price. Goes on in. Do we get within 5 ticks? Let's see. What is the low? The low is 59.69. The 59.65. It is. So we're in. Got out on that one a little bit early right there. We get another reset coming on up. Comes on back down. We get a short. We're out on that trade. If you are somebody who's trailing, you're either out at break even on these. And on this one, you're able to trail on down and grab target 2. Before it moves on back up, up, up. Hasn't reset, just now reset, so now we're waiting on a potential entry to go back short again. But 3 nice short trades right there on the pound dollar. Looking on over at the euro dollar. Pull that one up next. And on the euro dollar, we go in, and it looks like first thing in the morning, it's coming on down for us, was doing really well. But then just popped on up against us on that first trade. So, it's bound to happen sooner or later, right? So we get hit on that one, and this again is if you're trading these hours. And then, but it does obviously reset, comes on back down. You're able to grab it and then some, and comes on down and hits target 2, and able to grab a nice trade right there. Nice short trade on the euro dollar, and that one worked out well. Let's see here. So it made more than the other one lost. So all in all, I like that. Okay, so now we got, we already talked about this one, but I guess we can bring it up. the dollar yen. And dollar yen, just, looking at it, where we're at. So we had the market just got posted a little bit earlier, but we had the entries going. And then as the targets came up, if you were still in and trailing, they would have taken you up to at least 110.65. You could have got out there, or if you were trailing with the MVP, could have went up a little bit higher. But that thing just took off today. If you weren't trading last night, you pretty much missed out on the dollar yen. Going on in, checking out. Let's see, our next market will go into gold. Gold also took a massive move a little bit early on us last night. And so checking that one out, went on south and was taking a nice move down. I just drew these lines from earlier with the magnet levels on them. But we were going down, target, hit all those, and actually moved on down all the way to the -2 deviation level, obviously a level that we did not expect to see coming there. Let me bring up a oil contract. We'll walk through the oil trades. And on oil, got a little bit choppy on us. So we got in and didn't quite make that 50% marker right there. Fortunately, the evening or the morning here hours, we were able to go in and grab a short, hit target 1 and hit target 2. I didn't take this, but I heard some other traders that did. They went in, they grabbed in and grabbed at least target 1 again and again. A little bit risky for my taste. I like to see that reset. But, it worked out. They were able to grab it 3 times in a row on it. The long trade, you would have got caught up in if you would have been trading it last night. It would have came in, reset, 1, 2, 3, had a little profit. And then right over here, comes back down, comes back up, 1, 2, 3, a little bit of loss on that one. And I guess you're trading in the nighttime hours. I'm usually not trading nighttime on oil. If you're trading this one, when it hit it, you're in. It did break the high, so you technically would have held on to it if you were in that one as well and taken that one down pretty much to the entry down here. Looks like a big line, but do it like that. Get a little more realistic view. And so basically, a couple small wins, 3 small wins, 4 small wins, 2 small losses, 1 big one out of the day. So still a net profitable oil day. If you only trade in the morning, then worked out really well for you today. Never know that, though, until it's all done, right? Just like if you only trade in the morning, you missed out on U.S. yen. So there are definitely trades on both sides of the fence that were profitable for you. Going on, so we got oil, and we covered gold. Let's check out our indices. Let's go into the S&P and see where it's at right now. And the Russell is really chopping around, by the way, so I'd be just out of that. I wouldn't be even touching the Russell right now if I was in it. Same thing with the S&P. In my opinion, they're done. So, they're done for the day. But on the S&P, we came on down. We got this rocket move last night, and there's some great entries right there, 2003 to 2008 to 2015. Moving on up, we go on down over here. And again, if it's coming down, I'll buy into it 5 ticks from my entry. We'll walk through that trade in detail when we get back right after this.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Checking out the S&P 500 and looking at how the trades did today. We got within 5 ticks of the entry price, the lower there, 2003.75. We got within 5 ticks. That gives us a long trade. Again, when the market is going down, goes on up, we're able to hit the target 1 and target 2. Does excellent on that. And like I said, if you hit target 1, you're in, you're out, done. If you trail it, then that's, even easier. That's even more profit on the trade. If you got in early and it was too tight, there may not be enough room for you to take a profit at target 1. You might just have to move to break even and then trail it on up. That is the other option for you. We go in, we come on back down, and again, this time it's coming down. And so, again, we can do the same thing because if it comes down and flies up, you can miss it. If you had a short and it was coming down, it could keep going, right? Anyway, so it comes on down, goes up, hits target 1. and that one works. And then, of course, it gets about 50% to target 2. So, whether you're trailing or, out of the trade right now, it's just sort of doing this. I'd at least have my stop up at target 1, and you probably would have got out of the trade right there anyway. Okay? On that one, because it didn't come back down and touch it. All right, that gives just one quick, easy summary. Or if not out by now, you may want to be out of that trade. And you're at least at a break even at a minimum, but you may want to lock in some profit right there. All right, so that wraps up our S&P 500. Let's go ahead and check out the Russell. And see where it's at right now. It's just oscillating. And so right here, checking this out, was looking at a short earlier. Didn't get that one posted quite in time, unfortunately. Worked out really well, but we'll see wait on the post. But coming on in on the trade, it comes in. It hits 50%, so we move to break even. We're out of that trade. And then it comes back. It resets. Able to get back in, and then it literally just bounces the entire afternoon. Right now, we're literally at a break even. Personally, I would just call it a day on the Russell and not worry about it. But you could hold out. You got 2 hours left, but just don't let it be like one of those last-minute day rallies. Maybe a last-minute day drop. I mean, it can come right down there and hit 1165, grab a few $100, and the goal actually was a little bit further on that. What are we going down? We're going to 1158. So yeah, it's actually 10 points. It's a $1,000 move if it's able to get on down there, and will be a nice profit. So just use caution. Don't take the full risk on that trade. Not this late in the day after the big moves already happened on the trade all the way back up to the one deviation coming on back down. And I mean, you're talking about a pull back down, almost a settlement at this point. So I'd like to see a little bit earlier, just being Friday afternoon. But and if you're up for the day, don't walk into the weekend with a nice positive number on your balance sheet. All right, that wraps up our market wrap on each one of the day trading plans. Shows you where we're at right now in the middle of each day. And let's see, we got the news covered for, like I said, Sunday. We got the news covered for Monday. We're going to have some pretty big pieces coming on up here at the end of the week. And just looking at the final quotes to wrap up our show, we're still in nice positive territory overall, though. S&P up 17, Russell up 14, NASDAQ up 53, and the Dow up 165. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you next week on the Diagnostic Trading Hour.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. You're watching Tiger TV.